Today we are going to learn the steps to change the pivot of a static mesh. We can do it in two ways. First one is the temporary approach. If you want to change the pivot location of a static mesh in the level only, we can implement that method. If we want to change the pivot permanently in the static mesh in the original file, we can follow second approach. So let's start. In a static model, the pivot typically refers to a central point around which the model is organized. Import starter content and drag the model into your level. So we are going to change the pivot. Press Alt and then click on the scrolling button and then move the pivot point to the desired location. Once it is done, right click on the point and then click on pivot and select set as pivot point. So the pivot is set now. You can duplicate the file also and check the pivot point. The pivot point will be here only, but in the original static mesh pivot point will be different. So here you can see the pivot point is at original location. In the file, in the actor that we modified, the pivot point is in some other location. So this is the temporary approach. Next I will explain the permanent approach to change the pivot location. Click on the arrow near selection mode and then select modeling mode. Click on pivot button under transforms. Now you can move the axes or rotate the pivot axes and then click on accept. So the pivot of the static mesh has been changed to this point. So in original file also the pivot will be changed. So using any rotate option you will be able to see the change pivot and how the model is rotating around it. So now we have moved the pivot point, but there is an option to select whether we need the pivot point at the center, top, bottom, left or right. So we can try out that. Go to the modeling mode itself, click on pivot under transforms and then click center. So now you can see that the pivot point is at center. Then click on accept. Click on pivot again and then change to left, back, right, top, bottom, etc. and then see the difference. Click on the thing that we require and then click on accept. So this is the second approach. So now if you check, taking the mesh again to the level, you will be able to see that the static mesh pivot has been also changed. Thank you for watching.